I'm a really hot mess right now, let me just tell you. Okay, well, we made it to
Okay.
episode 21.
Hey, honestly, isn't this kind of early for us to be filming a podcast?
To be recording?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Yeah, it's just... I mean... Anyways... We're awkward and we haven't even gotten 2 minutes into the video yet. I am so sorry. Anyways, before we get too far into the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, something that you learned from last week's episode, turn on our post notifications, and subscribe to our channel. Yeah. Did you like
Okay. Welcome back, guys. I'm gonna be doing stupid statistics.
Mhm.
Okay. Antoine Griezmann retires from international football. Okay. After Vanderbilt beats #1 Alabama 40-35, the fans rushed the field and tore down the goalpost and ended up throwing it into the Cumberland River.
So it was so funny. So they were hanging off the goalposts, right?
Yeah, it
And
was
then
just
you just see
bouncing.
them just leaving the stadium. And then it cuts to like someone's footage from their apartment or something in Nashville, I think. And they're looking down on the street and they just see
I thought it
this
was
crowd with the goalposts. And
who was
so
it last year that they beat a team? Was it someone versus Tennessee? Didn't they tear
yeah,
down
Tennessee tore
a
theirs
goalpost?
last year.
I was like, I'm getting flashbacks, but I don't know whose team. Anyways, okay. The Buccaneers wide receiver Mike Evans caught his 100th career touchdown. Good for him. The Jets kicker Greg Zerline?
Zerline.
Okay. Has to warm up their Vikings cheerleaders halftime performance. I saw this video. I'll add a clip
That one was funny.
And then the Bruins, is it Bruins?
Mhm.
Bruins goalie Jeremy Swayman died in 8-year, $8.25 million annual average value contract. Wow. Good for
But
him.
8
Okay.
years?
Lionel Messi won his.
No,
I'm sorry,
yours
were you
must be
speaking?
lagging. Yours must be lagging because mine's not. I spoke when you paused.
Okay. Say what you were gonna say.
Well, I just said 8 years. That's a pretty long time for a contract.
So frustrated right now. Okay, all right. Lionel Messi won his 46th career trophy this past week when Inter Miami won the Supporters Shield. Most trophies by one player.
So
Good for him.
throughout Messi's career, he's won 46 trophies. So he originally had the record. Well, he might have been tied with Dani Alves. But he now holds the record. The thing that I saw said he extended the record, so I'm assuming he already had the record, but now he definitely holds the record.
Nice. Okay, now to NFL. Okay, please don't lag. All right, I'm gonna give you the NFL scores. Okay, the Falcons beat the Buccaneers 36-30. The Vikings beat the Jets 23-17. Bears beat the Panthers 36-10. Commanders beat the Browns 34-13. Dolphins beat the Patriots 15-10. Jaguars beat the Colts 37-34. Texans beat the Bills 23-20. Ravens beat the Bengals 41-38. Giants beat the Seahawks 29-20. Broncos beat the Raiders 34-18. Cardinals beat the 49ers 24-23. And Packers beat the Rams 24-19. And as of right now, the Cowboys versus the Steelers is delayed. They're suggesting the start time be at 9:45. But it's due to lightning and bad weather. And then the Saints versus the Chiefs are tomorrow night at 8:15 Eastern time.
Okay, so just a little interesting tidbit. So there's one team that hasn't scored 20 points yet this season. That team is the Browns. Now, the team with the most expensive offense is also the Browns. So I feel like that's a little bit concerning,
That's
just a
not ideal.
smidge. But with injuries and everything, so
That's actually very
Vikings
bad.
tight end TJ Hawkinson, like we said last week, is looking to come off of IR. Well, this past week, the Vikings opened that window up for him to come back. He's actually expected to play within the next 2 weeks, hopefully in time for their Thursday night football matchup. Giants wide receiver Malik Nabers was out this week with a concussion. He got a concussion last week, I believe, towards the end of the game. And so he was in concussion protocol. Then they announced like Friday that he was still in it, so he didn't play this week. And Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson is also out this week with an oblique sprain. So he also didn't play. He was a game time decision too, so that was great. And Texans wide receiver Nico Collins exited their game today with a hamstring injury. I believe he left in the second quarter of the game, so they were without him for the second half, which was unfortunate because now I have to go back and look. The Bills almost came back and beat the Texans, but they didn't. The Texans won, but it was unfortunate because CJ Stroud didn't have his number one weapon on the field. Dolphins running back Devon Achane suffered a concussion this week in their win over the Patriots, so he's questionable for next week. 49ers kicker Jake Moody has a high ankle sprain after making a tackle during today's game. So I don't know if it was a blocked field. I feel like it was a blocked field goal. And he came back and he made the tackle. And he rolled his ankle while making the tackle. So he didn't kick for the rest of the game, which was unfortunate. Because then they had a replacement placeholder. So the guy who holds the football for a field goal. And then they had their placeholder kick. And that was not great. But yes. And then Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice. His knee injury isn't looking as bad as it was initially feared. They are thinking that he'll only be out 4 to 6 weeks, which is pretty good considering that they thought it was an ACL tear, but it's looking like it's not. So that's good for him. And then to close off the NFL section, Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels is the first QB in NFL history to have over 1,000 passing yards and over 250 rushing yards in their first 5 career games. So this has led to the Commanders' best start since 2008. They are 4-1. So we'll see. We'll see if they continue their win streak next week. And then heading over to soccer. So we'll kick off in the Premier League. Liverpool beat Crystal Palace 1-0. Manchester City beat Fulham 3-2. Chelsea tied Nottingham Forest 1-1. However, the plot twist is that Forest got a red card in the 78th minute, and Chelsea really should have won, considering Forest were down a player. So, interesting to note. And then over to Serie A, where AC Milan lost 2-1 to I'm gonna butcher this club. I've seen it and I've heard it before, but I have no idea how to pronounce it. So I'm gonna guess because I haven't heard it a lot. I've only heard it like once or twice. So it's Fiorentina, I think. AC Milan lose 2-1 to Fiorentina. And another Christian Pulisic goal. So AC Milan actually had 2 missed penalties today. And it's interesting because apparently the player who was supposed to take the penalties did not take penalties. And the 2 players that took it both missed. So why did the original penalty taker not take it? Not saying, just saying. Not that the coach came out and said this player should be taking the penalties. And then after the game, this coach goes, I have no idea what the players were doing because that wasn't my game plan. My game plan was to have Pulisic take it because he hasn't missed a penalty yet. What happens? Pulisic doesn't get to take the penalty. So lovely, lovely. Just a little bit frustrated, but that's fine. And then to La Liga, where Atletico and Real Sociedad tied 1-1. Real Madrid beat Villarreal 2-0. And Barcelona won 3-0 over Alaves. Or Alaves, I don't know, one of the two. And then my personal favorite, to the Bundesliga, where there were some upsets this week because Dortmund lost to Heidenheim, I think. And then Leverkusen tied. Or they lost. One of the two. I don't know. But either way, 2 of the top 3 big clubs lost. Well, you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Good for Bayern, but not really. Because Bayern tied 3-3. And you know what? I was watching the game. And every time I was watching, it was right after we scored, so I freaking missed all of our goals. But I saw pretty much all of Frankfurt's goals being scored. So their first goal was a clear counterattack goal, and I'm really ticked off about it. And then the second one was a counterattack goal, and I'm really ticked off about that as well because it was defending, am I right? But yeah, we honestly could have won, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. Anyways,
Coulda, shoulda,
so I was
woulda.
watching the game. Go ahead.
I was just saying coulda, shoulda, woulda, but wrong timing.
But I was watching and I was like, it's the 78th minute and almost 79th. And there's like 10 minutes left and it's 1 o'clock. So I want to watch all the 1 o'clock games. So I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling fairly confident we're not going to give up a third goal because we were winning 3-2 at that point. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to switch over to football. So I'm there and I'm eating lunch. And then my brother turns to me and goes, you know, Bayern just tied, right? And I was like, what? Like, what? What? You're kidding? They tied? And he was like, yeah, I just saw the notification on your phone. And I was like, I could have gone all day without seeing that. But it's fine. It's fine. Doing great. But our third goal was absolutely a stunner from Michael Olise. Really happy for him. I think he's at 6 goals and assists in 6 games for us so far. So yes, love it when we sign good players, right? Okay. All right. So Brest beat RB Salzburg 4-0.
Stuttgart tied with Sparta.
Dortmund crushed Celtic 7-1.
PSV and Sporting Lisbon tied 1-1.
Manchester City and Bratislava. Oh my gosh. Manchester City beat Bratislava
No,
4-0.
I didn't say anything.
No, it was me. I messed up. Yeah. Yeah, it was me. I messed up. I was laughing at myself.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I Barcelona Barcelona beats Young Boys 5-0.
AC Milan lose 1-0 to Leverkusen.
Inter Milan wins 4-0.
Arsenal beat PSG 2-0.
Atalanta beat Shakhtar 3-0.
Feyenoord beat Girona.
Benfica beat Atleti 4-0.
Liverpool beat Bologna.
Tottenham Juventus beat RB Leipzig 3-2.
Real Madrid lose to Lille 1-0. It might be Lille.
Club Brugge wins. Club Brugge wins 1-0.
Bayern Munich lose 1-0 to Aston Villa.
Dynamo and AS Monaco tie 2-2.
And so we won't have any games this week because it is the international window. So we will see international teams this week. All right, let's head over to F1. So I know we were talking about the rookie sprint race a couple episodes ago, or maybe even the last episode. Well, they came out now and they're saying that they're not doing it due to timing and organizational constraints, but they will revisit it for 2025.
Red Bull has the same number of wins since 2022 as Ferrari does since 2008. That's rough. 45 wins, my friend. And I don't know if you wanted to say it.
Oh, you can do it. I don't care.
Okay. The lead laps in 2024 are Max Verstappen with 468 laps, Lando with 208, Oscar with 123, and Charles with 121.
So Max is kind of dominant there. But it's funny because he
Yeah.
hasn't won
I was
a
like, he's
race
got, like-
in a while.
Yeah, it's been rough for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think get me started on Checo.
Oh my. You know what? I think I was reading on this statistic, ironically, that Checo's only led one lap.
Poor guy. Like, he's not leaving.
Well,
He shut those rumors down. Wow. But,
well, I don't know.
anyways, moving on.
Anything else to add, or we're just...
Radar points. I haven't really seen anything. They're just all kind of doing their own thing in the moment, traveling, hanging out with family, doing what they want. Good for them on their little break. I haven't really seen anything. Other than, well, if we want to mention the F1 Academy, and is it Chloe got moved to Red Bull?
Yeah. Sure.
Is it Chloe? I don't remember. Because, like, I know her
Yeah,
name, but, like, I'm not sure if it's Chloe for some reason.
It's Chloe Chambers. She's moving from Haas to Red Bull.
Okay.
She's officially confirmed for next season.
Good for her. Other than that,
I don't have much. I don't have anything else. So, to the radar points. Anyway.
okay, moving on. Okay, my tidbit for radar points is I was gonna say the Vikings, but they don't play this coming week. So, but all I can say is just can we talk about them with a 5-week winning streak, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Like, they have not lost, and I feel like it's not, it should be talked about more. Like, who cares about the Chiefs? I don't care. Let's talk about the Vikings. Like, they're always winning. They need a break. I honestly hope they lose tomorrow night. I'm sorry to the Chiefs fans.
Well,
calm down.
The refs.
Anyways. But I think my game that should be watched this coming week should be the Ravens versus the Commanders, because again, they have a good winning streak going on too. I mean, it's not as good as the Vikings, but it's pretty good. And since they're both doing really good, I think it will be a good game to watch because they're both very competitive.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right, well, I'll add a little couple of things to that. So it's also the battle for DC because, well, the Ravens are in Baltimore and Commanders are also within like a couple hundred, not even 100. It's like
Washington Commanders.
yeah, it's like 20 miles between their stadiums or something like that. I don't know.
I've been
I
to both
always remember.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember driving down because my dad used to be a season ticket holder. And we would always drive past the Ravens stadium, and we were like, "Oh, yep, there's a home game." Everyone's there. So
I never went by those places, but sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. But yeah, so it'll be good. It'll be a good game. I think they want to flex it to be Sunday night, but we'll see if that ends up happening or not because of I forget who holds the rights to it, but they don't want to flex it, so it might stay the time that it's at right now. But yeah, both offenses
The real
look
question is,
very good.
what stadium are they playing in?
I think it's at home for the Commanders, if I'm being honest. Wait, no, I might be. I don't. Hold on, I can check. I have one of the players on my fantasy team. Hold on, let me pull it up. And psych, it's a home game for the Ravens. Never mind. LOL.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to drop their defense.
Awesome sauce. So I was just like a genuine question. I was like, because like if it is both in the same proximity area, whose stadium are they gonna play in? And I guess it's the Ravens. So, that must be really awkward. Like, just be like, look, we could have totally played in our home stadium, but that's just not how the lineup works.
Nope. All right, but to my games. So I have Italy versus Belgium, which will be on Thursday. They're both European powerhouses. So we'll see what becomes of that matchup because I think that might even be like the most well matched player wise from the Euros that are playing out. Like not the Euros competition, but like European standings. That division might be the toughest but well matched game for them. And then of course, I won't let my boys down. USMNT versus Panama. That will be on Saturday. It will be Pochettino's first match as head coach, so kind of starts the beginning of our World Cup qualifying. Well, we don't need to qualify. We're the home team, so we get the automatic bid, but it's still important. But unfortunately, there are a lot of injuries, so I'm interested to see what our starting 11 will look like and the impact the subs will have. I think it's just going to be very interesting all around. So it's my games to watch out for this week. I don't have anything else, so we can just wrap up the episode.
All right. Do you want to do the outro?
I can if you want me to. I mean, you haven't really talked.
Yeah, I just want a preference because I feel like this needs to be said the first half of this whole podcast because you'll tell a difference when we cut into a different kind of setting. My audio wasn't working for him, so I was like following her, but I wasn't. So
she was following through the
I haven't really
notes.
talked today, and that's just because like I didn't know when to. I was like, she would say a word and be like, okay, we're here. Okay, and then like she would say something else, I'm like, oh, we're already down here. Anyways, please comment, like, subscribe. Please put on our post notifications. Our links for all our social media pages will be down below. And please check out our episodes from the past couple weeks. Please. I promise they're good. I don't know what side it will be on.
I don't know either. Oh, I should have
then
told you how to say his
okay.
name. Oh my gosh.
Am I interrupting you? It keeps
No.
cutting out.
Oh, that's not great. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Just hoping you're not talking. Okay. And Tony Griezmann retires from international football. Did I say his name right?
No, it's Antoine. Antoine Griezmann.
I keep breaking up.
Oh, Antoine Griezmann. Did I break up that time?
Is it me? Am I the problem? Do I just need to switch back to my computer?
You might. I don't know. It's not breaking up at all for me.
Yeah.
She's
Hello?
gone. Oh, she's back. Oh,
Okay. I don't think that works.
Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't look as
No.
blurry. And she's gone again. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Oh, she's back. Okay. Do you want me to just keep talking?
Okay. We're gonna try this again.
I love that.
Okay. Tell me how to say the name.
Antoine Griezmann.
Antoine Griezmann?
All right, and now we're to the Champions League. Am I going first or are you going first? I'm going first.
You're the yellow.
I'm the yellow.
Right?
It was not really loud. I didn't think it was gonna be that loud.
I was like, so I was like someone popping a champagne bottle by my ear.
That's perfect. We're leaving that in.
Thank you.
And
Okay, moving on.